Hello, world, and
Hello,
happy
world.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween, world.
What's on your mind today, Isaac?
So on my mind today is how we create systems to be a really open and communication-oriented organization. And so here at Content Cucumber, we've begun implementing new policies to help our writers communicate more with our clients and also with the sources they use and their fellow writers around the internet. So fostering a culture of communication, that's what's on my mind.
Awesome. And what are some ways that you would tell someone who wants to foster these types of communication inside of their company culture? What would you tell them to consider in order to help them do that?
Well, something we've been focused on here at Content Cucumber lately is habit systems. And as we, like you have this general idea, okay, we want to communicate more. But if you tell people, okay, reach out this one time, you're just completing one action. It's kind of the teaching a man to fish versus, giving a man a fish, or giving, lighting a fire to keep a man warm for a day, or lighting a man on fire to keep him warm for the rest of his life. Anyway, okay, so basically, all jokes aside, what we're trying to do is create habit systems, because then instead of just doing one thing, you're creating a system that's going to have constant results. So, for example, we like to tie our communication to certain actions. We have writers, when they find an interesting source, we want them to email and thank that source, and that helps get our name out there. When writers come across an interesting piece of content relevant to one of their clients, okay, send that to the client. And when you have these simple rules for yourself of how to accomplish something, I think you get there a lot faster and a lot easier than if you're just kind of freewheeling and spontaneously trying to achieve that goal.
Yeah, I love it. And I would say always speak your mind to those that are relevant is kind of what I've gathered from like you saying what you're saying about like emailing your sources or emailing your customer, or like slacking your team members or creating a video like this to the world. Hello World is actually an example of this exact thing that Isaac is talking about. And we've implemented this habit system of at the end of our meeting, we're just going to hit record in this video about like what we talked about today, what's important to us, what's going on in general. Like that's what we're going to produce to the world. Sam?
So I realized something funny yesterday. Here at Content Cucumber, we're hiring a new developer to add to the team. And yesterday, I gave an interview, and I realized that I've never been in an interview before then, which means the first interview I ever gave, I was the one, or the first interview I was ever in, I was the one giving the interview. So maybe it wasn't the best executed interview in the world. Maybe it was great, but it was my first time. I think it went all right. Just thought that was
yeah.
cool.
I mean, I thought it went great. I was there. It sounded good to me. I didn't chime in very much. I got to learn about the guy. It seemed really interesting. We're excited to invite Daniel to the team. So he'll be working on some things with us on the tech projects that we're working on. It's really exciting stuff.
Yeah, we hired the candidate, so I would say the interview was a success.
Yeah. First interview ever, but as an interviewee, not as the interviewee, but as the interviewer.
Yeah.
And the interviewee ended up being the right fit. So it's that's 100%.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That's like picking up the phone for the first time in your life and calling a random number, and it happens to be a lead, and that lead happens to close on the phone. So that is a very good thing. On my corner here that I want to talk about, just because it's coming up, is the daily email, and I am so excited. We still do not have a name. We want to have some plant-based name. Not that it won't actually be plant-based because it's all on computers, which are inorganic silicon-based machines. But it will be a plant-based name, something with sprout or root or something like that. And it's going to be chlorophyll, another great one. Probably not wood. But so daily emails are a really great way of communicating with an audience in a really interesting way. And I've been obsessed with them lately. I love, like, the hustle's really fun. That's really good if you're an entrepreneur. The Morning Brew is really good if you're interested in finance and just the news in general. It's kind of like a way of consuming more general business and finance news. But this is going to be marketing focused, which I have not seen much of. Most of the marketing emails I see are very much like, hey, buy my shit all the time. That's always what they're saying. And in this instance, we're going to do some of that every now and again because, of course, we are still a company. We still want to get people in our service, and we're providing something that we believe is valuable. But the daily email itself should give you something to laugh at, to learn from, and to be inspired by every single day. And that is the exact idea of our daily email. So I'm extremely excited. It's launching on Monday. So please, 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 please sign up for the daily email. I'm going to put a link below in this video. It's going to be awesome. What do you guys think about this daily email?
It's going to be radical. Sign up.
So if I understand correctly, the name is going to be plant-based, as in the material is going to be made out of plants.
Well, that will be very difficult.
I'm excited about the email. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
I'm ready to get the first email. I'm excited to see what it. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. Maybe you guys said that and I just wasn't listening. But
actually, I don't know that we have talked about it that much inside of our co-founders meetings, but that's almost better because I think you're going to see it and be like, this is awesome. I think you'll really like it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm excited to see your fresh take on it, Sam, without having been part of the process of putting it all together.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Let me just enjoy it.
Hashtag no spoilers.
So that's November 4th. First, second, third, fourth. Yeah, 4th. November 4th. So make sure and be on the list by then. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing a lot of interesting things, telling some interesting stories that you probably don't know about, and they will help you in your everyday life as a marketer or an entrepreneur or as a business person or just as a human being. So we're super excited for this. And as always, have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, world.